Where did January go? I'm back. Hi everyone, my name's Tom from Knit Slips. I'm kind of back with a kind of new kind of series of the podcast, / just talking to you guys. It's been a while. I think I last recorded something in 2021. It's now the end of January 2022. So if you're new to this, I had a podcast called Tom Slips Into Conversation with. I did it around lockdown and I was able to talk to some amazing crafters. This episode is a little bit different as I don't have any guests. I thought I'd just have a little chat and tell you what I've kind of been up to this year. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok, which I will talk a little bit about later on in the video. So let's get into the video and what I've been up to. So I'm not going to talk too much about what I've been up to since the last episode of the podcast and now. Just going to focus kind of from this new year. If you'd like to know a little bit more what I've been up to, leave a comment down below and maybe I'll make a video. As I kind of predicted at the end of the last season of the podcast, work has just been incredibly busy, back full time and a bit more, and just working loads. So I haven't had that much time to craft and definitely would not have had time to sit down and record episodes and edit all the episodes as well. So thought I'd try and do like the odd episode every now and again. I would love to get back into making videos because I really enjoy it and I really like communicating and having conversations with you guys at home. So yeah, so what have we been up to? Around Christmas time, we had a bit of time off because my cafe were closed between kind of Christmas and a couple of weeks after New Year's as well. Just because it's a bit quieter, they kind of made everyone to take a bit of holiday, which was quite nice. Had a good break. Joy, Mocha and I went over to Brighton, where I was able to get a tattoo done. Start more work on my sleeve from this amazing tattooist. Who've already had a few pieces done, but kind of wanted to get my sleeve finished. So that was a really good weekend. Spoke to some amazing people that have a little shop down in Brighton, and they sell like dog stuff, collars, blankets, beds, all kinds of stuff. And we're in conversations at the moment of me being able to sell some of my crafts over there, most likely around kind of the autumn and kind of wintry kind of time. So it gives me a bit of time to like try and make some stock. I did like a little organise where I've got some little craft boxes that you can kind of see behind me. I'm trying to organise only having a few like working projects at the same time rather than having quite a lot and all over the place. I thought I'd try and organise them a little bit more. This is one of the projects that I was finally able to finish. So yeah, let's talk about this sweater. This sweater is a coffee date sweater. The design is from Ash, who is on Instagram as Ash and Her. I'll leave a link in the description as well. She's an incredible knitter and she was looking for test knitters for this pattern. I've never been a test knitter. I don't really work from patterns that much, but I thought the design looked really cool and I kind of wanted to have a go, so I messaged and I was able to have a go. Fortunately, it took me quite a bit longer than it was recommended, so apologies Ash for it taking longer, but the sweater looks really good. Taking a few photos now and I'll have some footage here of me wearing, so you can see the kind of pattern in full. I think the pattern might be out. If it's not, then I'll leave links so you can come and find the pattern when it does come out. It's a really good pattern. I personally just struggle with patterns. I kind of like doing my own thing really, but it was really fun to knit and it got me using this wool that I've never had a go at using before. Really soft. I also used like 2 strands and knitted at the same time, which is a technique which I've never used before. So that was kind of cool. I got to learn a few things. It is incredibly fluffy. When I took some photos the other day, I took it off and my sleeves, I was wearing a black t-shirt underneath and it was very fluffy. So I think it could probably do with blocking. That might help, it being a little less fluffy, which again, blocking is something that I am yet to kind of get into. But let me know techniques on how you block, if you do block. So yeah, that's the coffee date sweater that I've been working on. Another project that I've been working on is this. My partner Joy has asked for a cow print cardigan, probably like a good year ago, and I had other projects, and leading up to Christmas I was kind of getting ready for doing some craft markets and stuff, so I just haven't been able to start it, and I've been kind of putting it on the back burner. But I have finally started knitting this kind of cow print cardigan. Again, I'm not really using a pattern, I'm just making it up as I go along. I've not really designed any of the patches for the cow print, but we also kind of wanted to use like a little bit of colour, so we've got this lovely like kind of lilac-y pinky kind of colour. This is one of the sleeves that I'm still yet to sew up, but I think it's going to turn out really good. It's quite a slow project because again, I'm still used to knitting with like much thicker wool, and I'm using paint box yarn, which is really nice to work with. It's acrylic, is it acrylic cotton? So it should be able to like get washed as well, which is kind of handy. Working on it with 6mm needles. But yeah, it's a nice little project. I'm probably, I don't know, about a third of the way through the body of the cardigan, which, you know, I'm looking forward to getting it finished. But I'm sure, as many of you know, you don't just have one project on at the same time. So I'm kind of flicking between a couple of projects. Another project that I started working on, because I'm walking to work, I kind of wanted something that I could knit and walk at the same time. I've been working on a balaclava because I've just seen it all over Instagram and TikTok. So it's using the same kind of colours as the cow sweater, but I was just trying out a different technique because I wanted to have a go at double knit. So you can see here, this is going to be like the bottom, but it's kind of, that's the front, and on the back it's double knit, so it's kind of, you don't have like the pearl loops on the back. Makes it a little bit thicker. I didn't realise that it actually is almost like two pieces. And I was thinking about I was originally going to make a hat, and then as I was knitting I was like, oh, this is going to be a bit tight to like fit around a head, so I thought I'll turn it into a balaclava, and that bit would like fit quite comfortably around the neck. So I'm like nearly finished. Like I've got like a space for the face. I'm currently working on the top, trying to bring it up together, and then I think I'm gonna have like a bit of ribbing that goes all the way around it, and then I'm also planning on making this like a cowl kind of balaclava as well. So I'm gonna embroider some like black patches onto the back of this, and like the sides and stuff as well. Rather than trying to knit it into the pattern, I thought it'd be easier to embroider and like weave the black through. So hopefully I'll finish that soon, and I'll have photos of that on my Instagram, and maybe even a TikTok. So if you watched any of the previous episodes of my podcast, I spoke to a few people about TikTok because it was kind of a fairly new thing back then. Actually, it wasn't even that new, but I kind of was talking to people, and like some people were like on it, and I was a bit unsure whether to go for it or not, because it's another form of social media, it's another platform that I have to kind of like look at keeping on top of. I didn't quite get it. I don't know if that makes me sound old. Hopefully there's a few other people that don't get it either. But then I think my partner started using it, and then I started having a go, and it's crap at the beginning, to be honest. Like it just gives you really random stupid videos that you're not massively into, that are just popular. But then if you start using the algorithm properly and you start searching for things you actually are interested in, so I started looking for knitting content and crafters and artists, like actually searching for them and trying to follow as much stuff that I actually liked and liked the stuff that I liked rather than just watched it. The algorithm kind of learns very quickly what you kind of like. So now I actually quite enjoy it. There's a lot of like small business people and crafters and creators on there that I follow and I like. And it's like, if you're a crafter and you're on Instagram, there is that little community that's like really nice and it's like very helpful and friendly. But I think with all social media, you just have to be careful. Like, you could easily spend like hours just scrolling away. You just have to like manage your time on it like you would any other social media. But I've made a few TikToks now, and it's kind of fun. I kind of like the fact that it's nice and easy to like film something and edit. YouTube stuff, when I make stuff, it can take a while of planning a video, shooting it, editing it, uploading it. All of that takes a lot of time, which at the moment, with me working full time and then some, I just don't have. I would say have a go at TikTok if you're kind of new to it. I think start following a few people. I can try and recommend a few people that I follow as well if you are interested in starting TikTok and trying to look into those like small business crafters. It can be quite fun. As I said in my intro, we went down to Brighton and we spoke to some people who had this lovely dog store, and they're interested in me knitting some designs and patterns to sell in their store, because when we went down there it was early January. It's very, very cold, and Mocha was wearing her rainbow sweater that I made her, and they loved it. So I'm going to look at creating a range of rainbow sweaters, potentially different patterns, different designs, all kind of rainbow themed, which I think will sell fairly well in Brighton. This is one that I'm currently working on. I've got some paint box yarn. It's quite a bit thin, but it fits really nicely in this crate. And this is it so far. So kind of like you've got like a little bit of shaping around here, which I prefer doing the shaping rather than it just being really boxy. And then I'm getting kind of near the end. I'm currently working on where the legs would go. So this is kind of going for the chest, and then there's some leg holes. I've just got to keep knitting the orange, and then the red section, which will be around the chest, and then the kind of collar area. This design I did a little bit different as well, because I wanted to make it so that you could wear the harness underneath the sweater rather than on top of the sweater, because it's probably a little bit more secure that way. So I've been able to make a little hole where there should be like a little hook for where you put the harness as well. I'm going to try and do that in the rest of the sweaters as well, just to make it a little bit more practical. But this is super fun because it's kind of a small project. It kind of knits up really quickly, and it's just really nice to do. So I'm going to do this. I've got a couple of other patterns and designs in my head that I really want to have a go at, making them a little bit different, a bit unique. I don't think I'll sell them on my own Etsy. I'll probably send them over to theirs, and then they can sell them on their online shop and in person as well. So if you're interested in pre-ordering a dog sweater, kind of let me know in the comments below, or find me on Instagram and send me a direct message. That's probably the easiest thing to do, to like ask for a custom order. Another project that I managed to finish early January, I think it was. I started it at the end of December. Was at a Christmas market that I did over at Fargo Village in Coventry. I was selling a few bits and bobs, including a sweater, including a cardigan, and a lady really liked it, but it was a little bit too big. So she ordered it as a custom size, and I managed to finish it, and I think it looked really good. It was the same design as like a bubble sleeve cardigan that I've made. I just made it fit her a bit more, and that was awesome. So like one of the first custom cardigans that I've done, which was a lot of fun to do. And I used the I think it's now called Snow Drops wool. It used to be called Eskimo, but I'm guessing they've changed their name. I really quite enjoy using that wool. It's 100% wool, it's quite chunky, and it knits up really, really well. If you want to see me talk about that yarn, then I'll leave a link in the description for that video, because I made a video quite a while ago. Yeah, and then the other thing I've been kind of working on lately is my Etsy page. I took my Etsy page like kind of down, or like on for holiday around Christmas time, because I was doing some markets and I didn't want to sell online and in person, because I just didn't have time to like make more stuff. So I kind of paused my account, and I'm currently working on putting it back together and uploading more stuff, or the things that I've got to sell. So if you are interested in checking out my Etsy, I'll leave a link down in the description, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, I should have my page back up and running with the new products and new photos and stuff on there. So go and check it out, that'd be awesome. That's about it, that's the update. I hope you liked the video. If this is your first time watching, then please give me a little subscribe, and give me a like as well. If you want to see some more videos, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see as well. Like, would you like to see me talk about this sweater a bit more? Would you like me to review some more wool? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you're all staying safe out there still, and I will see you soon, hopefully in the next video. Bye. I'm back. As soon as I start talking, she's just chilling.